So this is an original playsuit I got off eBay. It did not fit me. Whoever made this for them, they had they had a very specific body type. You know, a nice big chest, tiny waist, and like tiny legs. And so I tried to wear it normally when it first came, but the zip couldn't go up my fat backside. So I didn't rip that thing out. So I sat there and I took it out with a stitch thing and took out all the stitches and went through individually. There's 2 layers. So you got the front layer and the layer underneath. And it took a lot of trial and error. Put in the zip, find a zip that fits, a zip that didn't go up fully because I couldn't find a zip to do that, and if I did, it pulled too tight, so I couldn't get into the thing. So I had to come up with different options, and I went and charity shop, and there was like this box for £1, and I had all these stuff in it, sewing stuff, but I didn't really look in it. I just picked it up, so that I was like, that'll do me. So I got it home, and inside it's got loads of vintage bras, bra clips, if you know what I mean. So I found those. So I stabbed myself 1,001 times with pins, or little coloured pins you use to stick your material together. So trial and error 101 times, trying this thing on and off and on and off and on and off. Stabbed myself in the back, stabbed myself on the side. It got there eventually. So now this is me sitting down, hand sewing this thing, top to bottom. After I got happy with the placement of it, happy where I put the pins, happy it all fit. I could sit down in the thing, could stand up on it, could tuck my knees up to my chest, and it wasn't going to rip, it wasn't going to pop off, it was fine. So I was very happy with that, and so I sewed and sewed and sewed. It took me an entire day. If you'd seen my vlog before this, I have been doing sewing all day. Mainly I've been fixing some things like a night dress and a dressing gown. But I have loads of more sewing to do, like such as trousers, 1960s bra, other things to try and sew. I have no skill whatsoever in sewing. I'm that blind as a bat. I have to use like the 5p thing, as I call it, to thread my needle on. So I thread through this little metal thing and then put in the thread and then pop it out, and then it'll be on the thread. So yeah, I have to do that 101 times because I'm very blind. I can't do that thing where my bare eyes look through and put the thread in the needle, because it's just not how my eyes work, sadly. These are the sewing threads. I have got all this from charity shops, apart from the main sewing kit. So the main sewing kit, it's your like colours, some of your needles and stuff like that. It's a couple of pound, cheap, from Poundland. I got that from Poundland. I've got the tub from Poundland, but all my threads and stuff are from charity shops. All my zippers, everything like that, is from charity shops. I do recommend, if you're ever going to start sewing or want to make a sewing kit or anything like that, for the little bits and bobs, go to charity shops, thrift shops, whatever you call them. Go to the sewing area. They normally have loads of cotton reels and things that you can use for sewing. I highly recommend. They have every colour, every type, everything you can need for sewing in that in any shop. So yeah, there's just me sewing up after I pinned it, sewing in my zipper, making sure both sides were covered the zip and they were both even, so I could still see the zipper and it didn't look weird and it was very comfortable. So that's what I'm doing. Right, bringing it inside out. Just doing the buttons. So trying on a piece of thread stuck before I could zip it up. So I'm going to get a pair of scissors and snip that off. Because I can't pull up a zipper and it's just irritating. So that's what I'm doing. Just fixing that on my bum. How do you fix the thing? And then now I can zip it up. And then I'm going to do the strap at the back. Now I've only got one working strap. I have two, but I only made one work. So here it is. And thank you for watching, guys. Subscribe for more sewing. Thank you very much for watching. And I hope you enjoyed this. Cheers.